Thank you so much. Thank you, Hassan, and thank you, Ben, for this beautiful conversation. I am really feeling the energy and vibrancy of this conversation. And would you share with us, Hassan, what is it from this conversation that really stands out for you?
Um, what actually stands out is focusing the energy, focusing about the goal, the details, breaking down details is very essential. Yeah, so yeah, whenever you break it down more, it gets clearer. I guess, yeah.
So I just want to use so focus is one thing I hear. You use the word details, and I'm just going to suggest another word, but I don't know if it's that. Is it more of a details, or is it the essence, or what is it that is about this?
It's about, I think it's like having so much on your mind, and you have to take away whatever is distracting you from your focus.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. And I can't help but notice the shifts in you. I'm just going to say shifts because there was a lot of movement, energy in this session. And if you were to share with us one or two moments that stood out for you in this conversation, which ones were those?
The moment we have spoken about that mountain moment, that's wow. That moment is just there, and the I'm coming moment, yeah, that was a fire starter.
Oh, amazing. And you've really putting all your energy, all your thinking into this session. I really want to honor that. I'm just wondering, Hassan, I believe you're one of our students. Am I hearing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I am.
now, if you were to reflect on this session now as a student and now as a client, what is it that really stands out for you from our transformative framework?
As a student, um, the inviting the inviting ambient that Mr. Ben was actually providing, it takes you to another dimension. Yeah, that's one of the most things that actually got into me.
Is there anything?
Yeah. Also, choosing the observations, focusing on the observations, giving like the precise observations is also very essential to get the client to where he wants to go.
So is there a learning you're taking that you'd like to share with us? You've shared so much with us. Thank you for your generosity and openness. Is
Thank you
there
for
one
having me.
learning that you would like to say, to all coaches and those who want to experience coaching? What is it that you would share with us?
Can I be general, like, or
Yeah,
should? Yeah. Uh, I think, no, I believe, I shouldn't say I think now, because I believe that coaching is a very honorable thing. And each one of us needs a coach, and each one of us can be a coach. And each one of us can fill a gap somewhere. And it's essential for humanity as a whole. So it's actually not only a science or a profession, but it's a noble cause. So I advise everyone to give it a go.
thank you so much. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
this beautiful conversation. We're all taking so much learning and richness with us today. And we'd love to invite you to now relax and enjoy the learning space that you have provided for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Aditya, will you be kind enough to help us to go through the contributions?
Sure.
Thank you so very
Mhm.
much. And here is it.
So, what stood out for you in today's conversation? How exploring metaphors and narrowing down the meaning is so powerful for the client. The comparison between letting go and setting free. Being able to focus on what you want to do, expression of goal. The energy shift from being confused to being energized. The coach's attentiveness to the whole aspect of the client, thinking, feeling, and perception, and so many. The use of the metaphor all throughout the conversation to support the client's thinking and reflection process. The metaphor at the beginning, allowing the client to visualize the situation. The client's story of the mountain and how the coach used this as a springboard for the conversation. I'm going out from this session holding the same energy that Hassan is feeling. And starting today, before tomorrow, I feel like I am coming. This conversation shows the power of evoking awareness using metaphorical language and a few selected words to get the heart of the coachee. Watching the client slow down and shift from reactive thinking into reflective thinking. The focus by the coach on the client's language that the client has used. By release, are you referring to letting it go or setting it free? The coach did not pay attention to the details of the situation. He's able to make so powerful observations on the whole aspect of the client, how he is experiencing his concern. Amazing. The offerings from the coach that help the client to gain a new perspective. Artful demonstration of how to convert observation into powerful inquiry to expand the mind, evoke the awareness, and deepen the learning. Letting it go or setting it free. The use of framing to reconnect the client to different expressions during the conversation. The power of evocative inside out approach is so simple, organic, fluidity, and yet so powerful in many ways. Indeed, it's a deep and focused conversation powered by a learning mindset. Observation skills regarding the structure of the client's thinking process was clearly evident. Anchors the client's learning and experience in the conversation by addressing doing, thinking, and speaking. No attachment to the offerings by the conversation was a piece of art from the beginning to the end. I really appreciated how Ben helped the client to free himself to go towards this new mountain in his life with energy, strength, and courage. I stand in awe to witness how science works in such a natural way. Make observations and not a deduction. Reflective thinking is powerful and impactful. The coach used the client's powerful memory of climbing the mountain and took him back to that feeling to remind him of what he's capable of, gently priming him about what needs to be shifted to re experience that in his own passion. The opening analogy of the little boy who fell in love with the little girl. What a creative way to capture the client's experience of this story. The journey of mountain climbing as the client narrates the story of his journey of change. The client was able to open up freely with regards to the change that is needed. Leverages the client's own language to elevate awareness. The way the coach elicited learning and challenged deeper learning. The coach peeling the layers of resistance to get to the blockage. The coach constantly reinforced the client's commitment to work on the issue. I like how you use the mountain story to generate the shift in Hassan's perspective and how this change brought him the awareness and energy. Thank you so much, everybody.
Well, thank you. So let's just turn on the camera and let's just do something to appreciate our clients today. And that is to give our clients a round of applause. No, this is not loud enough. This is a video. Great. That is great learning from today's session. That's good enough for today. So there's a lot of great learning. And what we're going to do is that we're going to the breakout rooms later and get you into little small group that you get to talk among yourself first. Like, how do you notice? No, not how. What do you notice about the transformative shift principles that you learn in the core level training? How is that being demonstrated here today? And you can use today a case study in which how the coach responds back to the client, whatever that is, and share among yourself what principles stood out for you as you witness the episode. And then, if possible, talk about how has that evolved. Now, remember at the core level, we mentioned that whatever that we are whatever that we're teaching is meant to be a drills, right? What is a drills? A drills is like a memory muscle. No, it's like a muscle training. It's to train the muscle to remember certain things, right? So later on in the breakout rooms, we would like to invite you to, among your group, share with your friends how those principles, what do you mean by this? What makes that important? What's positive difference? Tell me more. What would you like to have happened? And then uncovering the learning, which is the important part of the ACC conversation. Talk about how all this comes together in today's conversation. Would that be cool? Great. So I'm going to make as a dare the host now, and then we have anchoring, and then we also have a couple of faculty members from Europe side or Africa side. Maybe as that you can just get our faculty members to give everybody a big overview first while I'm going to leave the room here to open up the other room where we can get to have the small groups. Okay, and as that I'm going to leave the chat in the chat box the link where everybody can join us, and do encourage them to do so. So see you later back in the small room. Bye.
Thank you, Ben. See you in a bit. All right. Lovely. Let's see you all back in the room. And I'd